Assalamu alaikum. Dear student of class 8, welcome to the English second paper class brought to you by Alokdiar High School, Santhia, Pabna. I am Ariful. I have been working as an assistant teacher in English of this school. Today I will discuss about English second paper on changing sentences part 2. Let's go to the computer screen and start our lesson.
Dear learners, changing sentences part 2 for class 8 from assertive to interrogative and vice versa. Let's go to the main point. Assertive to interrogative. In the first example, she can do this sum. She can do this sum. And example 2, he has gone to school. Here, you can see the changing form of from assertive to interrogative. She can do this sum. Interrogative form is, can't she do this sum? In example B, hasn't he gone to school? So what is the rules? Let's see the rules. Assertive to interrogative. If in assertive sentence, the sentence is affirmative form, then for changing interrogative sentence, we have to use as first auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb according to tense and person sense. Then conjunctive form of not. Then subject plus extension plus note of interrogation. So it is the rules. Let's go to the next example. Jannatul reads the novel. Jannatul reads the novel. Here we can see the answer is that doesn't Jannatul reads the novel? In example B, he worked hard. The interrogative form is, didn't he work hard? What is the rules? In example 1, Jannatul reads the novel. Here it is simple present tense. In example B, he worked hard. He worked hard. He worked hard. It is simple past tense. So, what is the rules? Perhaps it is the rules for the assertive sentence is without auxiliary verb. So, what should be the interrogative form of the sentences? Let's see the rules. Assertive sentence without auxiliary verb. If assertive sentence is without auxiliary verb, then in interrogative, at first we have to use auxiliary verb according to tense and sentences, tense and persons. Then not, the contractive form of not plus subject plus verb plus extension. So it is the rules. Let's go to the next example. You never play football. In example B, I have nothing to do. Here, dear learners, see, do you ever play football? Have I anything to do? Why? In assertive sentence, in example A, never is used. In example B, nothing is used. In interrogative sentence, we can see that in example A, ever is used instead of never. Ever is used instead of never. And example B, in interrogative sentence, anything is used instead of nothing of assertive sentence. So what is the rules? Let's see the rules. Yeah. If in assertive sentence never is used, never is used, then in interrogative sentence we have to use either instead of never. We have to use either instead of never. So full structure is at first auxiliary verb plus subject plus either instead of never plus principal verb plus extension plus note of interrogation. Dear learners, in interrogative sentence, in any form, in every interrogative sentence, you have to use note of interrogation in the last of the sentences. So, see here, in example A, never. Instead of never, in interrogative sentence, use either. And if nothing is used in assertive sentence, nothing. In interrogative sentence, we have to use anything instead of nothing. So, full structure is at first auxiliary verb according to tense and persons, auxiliary verb plus subject plus anything instead of nothing plus principal verb plus extension plus note of interrogation. So it is the rules. I think, dear learners, you all have understood these rules. Please take a screenshot of these rules. It is very important rule for assertive to interrogative, changing of sentences for class 8. Take a screenshot. Dear learners, wherever you are seeing, you are enjoying the class, from wherever you are enjoying the class, please share this class to your timeline so that your other friends and other relatives or any other person can get benefits from this class. Because in this pandemic corona moment, we have to stay home. The education institution, all the education institution of Bangladesh again are closed till 31 October. So you have to read at home. Never go out without any emergency work. If you go out, please use mask. And after returning home, you have to wash your hand with soap or any other hand wash. Okay, let's go to the next example. Nothing can ruin him. In interrogative sentence, what can ruin him? Here, in assertive sentence, nothing. But in interrogative sentence, what is used instead of nothing? It is the rules. In the same way, if what is used in interrogative sentence, we have to use nothing in assertive sentence. Why? So let's see the rules. Assertive sentence as a subject. If in assertive sentence nothing is used as a subject, we have to use at first what in interrogative sentence, then auxiliary verb according to tense and person, then principal verb plus extension plus note of interrogation. প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থী, অর্থাৎ এখানে তোমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছ যে যদি নাথিংটা কোন সেন্টেন্সের মধ্যে নাথিংটি কি সাবজেক্ট হিসেবে হতে হয়, সেই ক্ষেত্রে ইন্টারোগেটিভ করার সময় হোয়াট নাথিং এর পরিবর্তে ইন্টারোগেটিভ সেন্টেন্সে হোয়াট বসে প্লাস টেন্স ও পার্সন অনুযায়ী অক্সিলারি ভার্ব বসে প্লাস মূল ভার্ব বসে প্লাস বাকি অংশ বসে প্লাস শেষে একটি নোট অফ ইন্টারোগেশন বসে। অর্থাৎ সকল প্রশ্নবোধক সেন্টেন্সের শেষে অবশ্যই একটা চিহ্ন বসাইতে, সেটা হচ্ছে এই প্রশ্নবোধক চিহ্ন অবশ্যই বসাইতে হবে, নইলে কি সেন্টেন্সটি ভুল হবে। আশা করি প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থী বন্ধুরা তোমরা বুঝতে পেরেছো। লেটস গো টু দা নেক্সট এক্সাম্পল। Everybody wants to be winner. In example B, one loves flower. One loves flowers. In example A, everybody wants to be winner. In interrogative, we have used here who instead of everybody. Who is used instead of everybody here. You can see here that who is used instead of everybody. Then auxiliary verb according to tense and person plus base form of verb here. Base form of verb is used here plus rest of the sentence plus note of interrogation is used. In example B, one loves flower. One loves flower here. Who is used instead of love? That we can see here in this example, that who is used instead of well plus auxiliary verb according to tense and persons, then base form of verb plus rest of the sentence plus note of interrogation. Let's see the rules. Assertive to interrogative. If in assertive sentence everybody, everyone, all is used, we have to use who instead of them. We have to use who in interrogative sentence plus auxiliary verb is used instead of according to tense and persons plus contractive form of not plus subject plus principal verb plus extension plus note of interrogation. So let's see the example again. Let's see the example again. Here, everybody wants to have. Here, we use who instead of everybody. Then doesn't is used. Then it is auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb according to tense and person. Then base form verb plus extension. In example B, who is used instead of all plus auxiliary verb according to subject and person plus this form of verb plus extension plus note of interrogation. Let's go to the next example. Nobody could ever count my love for you. Nobody could ever count my love for you. Oh, example. Excellent example. Excellent example. Example B. No one can defeat him. No one can defeat him. For these two sentences, we can see here that interrogative sentence, who is used. Only who is used, and at the last of the sentence, note of interrogation is used. Note of interrogation is used. So, in example A, nobody could ever count my love for you. Here, instead of nobody, we have used who in this sentence. In example B, instead of no one in interrogative sentence, we use who, and the last of the sentence we have used interrogative sentence. So it is sentenced as interrogative sentence. Let's see the rules. What is the rules? If in affirmative assertive sentence nobody, none, or no one is used, if nobody or none or no one is used in assertive sentence, we have to use who instead of them in interrogative sentence plus auxiliary verb according to subject and tense and person plus principal verb plus extension plus note of interrogation. So it is the rules. প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থী বন্ধুরা, এটি একটি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ নিয়ম। অ্যাসার্টিভ থেকে ইন্টারোগেটিভে পরিবর্তন করার জন্য দয়া করে এই নিয়মটি তোমরা স্ক্রিনশট দিয়ে নিয়ে রাখো। আশা করি তোমরা বুঝতে পারছো। Let's see the next example. Assertive sentence. There is used here. There is no use of law. In example read, there is no man happier than Jamal. In interrogative, here we have used what in example A and who in example B. Instead of there, we have used here what in example A, and instead of there from example B, we have used who in interrogative sentence. Why? In both example here there is used, but why we used what in example A and who in example B? Let's see the rules. Perhaps it is the last rule for today. If in assertive sentence there is used, then in interrogative we have to use who or what. So where we can use who and where we can use what? What is the rules? The rule is that if, let's see the example again. Here, there is no use of law. So here, there is no use of law. Here, law, it is not a person. It is not a person. It is not a person. So we use here what? We use here what? And in example B, there in the sentence, Jamal is a person. Jamal is a person. So we have used here who. We know that instead of person we can use who, and instead of things or any other object we can use what. So it is that. I think you can understand, dear learners. In this COVID-19, the pandemic disease, you have to stay home. You have no permission to go to school. In this situation, you cannot stay home lazily. You have to study at home. Our government has taken the initiative to continue your studies in Bangladesh Santhia television for secondary and other classes, and from madrasa classes also. Santhia television already has run the class.